Men, we need to have a talk. And if you're in a relationship with a man, you're probably going to want to hear this. Or if you eventually want to be in a relationship with a man, you're probably going to want to hear this. All right. Being passive, while maybe normal, is not healthy. It is normal for 56% of marriages to end in divorce. It is also normal that the ones that stay together, I'd say another 30% are unhappy. Just because it's normal doesn't make it okay. Why are we in a relationship if we cannot be our true selves? Seriously. Okay, let's talk about it. So I run a men's program. It's called Healthy Mentality. And we actually just had this conversation come up in the training call yesterday. We were talking about a healthy masculinity blueprint, as well as what it means to be a relational leader, like stepping into relational leadership. And every single man in the program had a very similar response of, yeah, I just become passive. So we kind of use the example of being decisiveness. Like one of the healthy masculine blueprints is that the masculine is decisive, makes decisions. And women love when make decisions when we trust the man. When you run into issues of your partner, your wife, whatever, wanting you to make decisions and then being upset with the decision you made is because she doesn't trust you. That's really the thing that you need to solve for, not the response of becoming passive, which puts her in the mommy role that she now has a child to take care of and make decisions for, which, by the way, you put your wife or your partner in the mommy role, she will dry up like the desert. And then you'll be messaging me in 6 months complaining that, you haven't slept with your partner in months and you're afraid you're going to lose her, or she just filed for divorce and you're blindsided. No. I'm going to tell you how to step into a masculine place from a place of kindness and consideration, which would be healthy, not control, domination, or passivity. Okay, so let's paint the scenario that you guys are trying to figure out where to go to dinner. And you go, hey, where do you want to go? And she goes, I don't know, you decide. Or, I don't know what I want. And so you're like, fine, I'll be the man. I'll make decisions. I'm in my masculine. So you're like, all right, let's go to Chili's. And we'll go there at 5. Cool. So you're driving there and she starts to bitch and complain about she doesn't want to go to Chili's, or why did you pick Chili's? And your nervous system starts to go, here we go again. Like, you just can't do anything right. And she doesn't respect me. And yeah, that whole narrative, that story starts spinning. Then you start to get in an argument or conflict, or you just kind of shut down and go, nothing I ever do is good enough. Okay, that's your own childhood shit coming up, by the way. Don't project that onto your relationship, but that's not the purpose of this video. And so some people default to becoming passive. I would rather keep the peace and let her just make all the decisions, and so I don't get bitched and complained at. So problem solved. It's normal. Whose peace are you keeping, sir? Because if you can't advocate for your needs, if you can't feel like you're a man who can make decisions in your relationship, then you're a child on along for the ride, and nobody wants to sleep with their child. Okay? So how do you correct that? You actually start to understand your partner at the core of what's really going on, which in this instance is most likely an issue with trust. She doesn't trust your decision making. She doesn't feel like she's considered in the decision making. And so until you understand what's really going on of, you asked me in a calm, rational tone, you asked me to make the decision and I made the decision, and now you're upset with the decision. Can you help me understand what happened? Because I'm missing it. And she needs to work on her emotional regulation to not ramp up and attack you and criticize you and bring up stuff from 6 months ago. Right? That's not fair of her to withhold information for long periods of time that she then explodes. That's her work to do. We don't need to project blame. We just need to bring it to her attention of, you have to believe that I'm a partner who wants to fix things with you and have a healthy relationship with you. And when you withhold stuff, you can't do that. So what are we going to do moving forward so that I can be the decision maker that you respect, that you trust completely, and that I've got your back and that I'm looking out for you? If we have a difference in opinion on that, happy to discuss it. But what we're not going to do is attack each other in this. That would be great relational leadership. That requires you to be emotionally regulated, meaning that you're not going to ramp your emotions up and say stuff you don't mean, or blow up and explode, or go into your flight, fight, fawn, or freeze response. She's got to be doing the nervous system regulation work as well to not go into her fight, flight, fawn, or freeze, right? You both need to logically solve for what the actual problem is in the relationship, but that's going to require that both of you learn tools and skills to be able to communicate and solve for what's actually going on. Because I promise you, the issue in the relationship is not where you chose to go to dinner. That is a symptom of a deeper issue. And if you just become passive and wash your hands of it, that's not loving. That's not kind. Having tough conversations is a part of relationships. Welcome. Relationships aren't just the fun, we're holding hands in the park and we vacation together and we split bills. No, it's doing the nitty-gritty work of two people learning each other and learning how to coexist and learning how to love together, and that can evolve and change over time. And so in this instance, the real millennial, my invitation to you is to seek to understand your partner so that you can be the man you desire to be, that she also desires. So men, if you're watching this and you want to figure out what your definition is of a healthy man, if you want to learn how to lead your lady, either current or future partner, and if you want to be able to create a safe space for a woman and actually have a really rewarding and fulfilling relationship, DM me the word HEAL, and I'll share more details with you about this healthy masculinity program, the healthy mentality. Again, I'm not here as a woman to teach you how to be a man, not my job. I am here for you to learn how to communicate with women, how to understand women, how to understand yourself, and how to intentionally step into your version of masculinity. So, good luck.